I'm challenging myself to upgrade every mystery minifigure, but I only have 1 hour to complete each custom set. Let's go.
Opening our first box, we've got the Boogeyman. My first thought is he's pretty cool, but a little bit scary. He's got the big molded head like Chewbacca and horns that connect to the sides to complete his fit. My first thought with this one is he looks like he just clocked into the Monsters Inc. Scare Factory, so we'll build him up a station. First, I grab a bedroom door because every scare floor needs one, and I build a clunky stand to hold it upright just like in the movie. I also grabbed some yellow and black circles and connect them together to make the Scream canisters. I also added some neon studs to make it look like they're full while others are still empty. Then I add a pallet to store all of the fuel tanks, some yellow hoses because pipes make everything look more official. I also added some gauges and warning lights so our minifigure can get to work, and then a warning track walkway because we don't want any safety violations. Then I added the Boogeyman himself with his book in hand. He's got his job to do, and now we have a complete LEGO scare floor set. It only took me 23 minutes to complete. But what's behind that door? Let's take a peek. It's not another bedroom, it's space. That's right, our next minifigure is the Jetpack Racer. Honestly, this is one of my favorite minifigures in the set. He's got a really cool printed race outfit along with an aerodynamic helmet, and his superpowered jetpack will help him win the race. So let's build him a proper space racetrack. I'll start with a base plate and background to make it look like he's racing through an asteroid field on a bizarre planet. I'll grab some cheese wedges and transparent orange bricks to make a river of lava. And bro's gotta have something to fly through, right? So I found this orange wheel that would make an amazing checkpoint. I just need to do something really illegal and cut the spokes out of it to make a ring. Then I'll attach it to transparent studs and perfect.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I yoinked a couple of dark gray boulder halves to create an asteroid for a racer to dodge. I also added some gemstones for a racer to collect throughout the track. And next, I attach our boy in this sick mid-air pose. And add fire to the bottom of his jetpack for maximum speed. And to make him go even faster, you should smash that subscribe button. Trust me, it really helps him win this race. And finally, what's a LEGO set without a fun Easter egg? There's a lot of empty space behind those rock pieces, so I grabbed this little rock alien minifigure and gave him his own home. And just like that, we've got an asteroid speed course completed in about 37 minutes, so let's go. This one was pretty complex with all the lava tiles, but I think it was well worth it on the detail. And now with the first 2 sets complete, we have 10 more to go. So we'll move on to the Pirate Quartermaster. She's got an amazing torso printing and the only fabric waistcoat in this entire series. Also, it comes with this weird little parrot thing, or maybe a cockatoo. For a pirate, we're obviously building a beach island to store some treasure. I start with a light blue base plate for the ocean, but it needs a nice sandy beach. So I steal some tan plates from my Lego bin and build up a cozy island. And now that the base of the island is finished, I'll add some details. First, I'll add in a skeleton that definitely washed up on shore from a shark attack. Next, I dump out my transparent blue tiles on top to make it look like the water is extra sparkly. I'll throw together a palm tree using some green leaf pieces. It's not exactly stable, but we'll just pretend that's the ocean breeze. And of course, every pirate needs treasure. So I threw in some gold coins, a few gems. Also, every pirate needs a flag to claim their territory, so I grabbed one for my pirate ship and staked claim to this treasure island. And just like that, our Pirate Quartermaster has a brand new treasure island set built in 33 minutes. Hopefully it's not cursed from that skeleton. But what's this? She just found a treasure map hidden in the treasure chest. That must lead to our next minifigure, which is the Wolfpack Beastmaster. This guy looks like he's been surviving in a frozen wasteland for years. Tattered cape, chainmail armor, a thick woolly cloak, and his wolf companion that probably howls on command. Real talk though, this minifigure's amazing. So let's build him up a snowy winter scene worthy of medieval legends. I'll start with a gray base plate and add in a rock panel for a cliff along a white snowy sky in the background. Then I'll add in some transparent blue tiles to create a frozen stream running across the middle of the set. And I gotta say, so far this is turning out great, but it's taking a lot of time to build this landscape. We only have 15 minutes left. So we have to build up a little campfire to keep our minifigure warm and to cook some food. It is the winter, so we gotta respect the vibe. We'll add some brown bricks to build up a roasting spit, because you know bro's gotta cook. And I'll shovel in a bunch of white slopes and bricks to shape an uneven snowdrift all across the terrain. Oh no, look out, there's a Wampa attack. Well, it looks like the Beastmaster found some food for his long winter, and just like that, we've got our frozen battlefield set. This one took me 53 minutes to complete, so that was a close one. But there's something else buried in the snow. What is that? Looks like a piece of machinery. Where did that come from? It came from the Steampunk Inventor. This minifigure has the most detailed outfit in this whole series. Brown gloves, printed boots, goggles on his top hat, and a mechanical tool that the Beastmaster found buried in the snow. And since this guy lives in a world of gears, steam, over-engineering, I'm gonna build him a fully packed inventor's lab. I'll start with a light tan base plate and give it a metal wall for the background. I love the idea of having a bunch of gears running on the wall. So let's knock those out first before we build the rest of the set. Next, I'll build a workbench and storage to hold various gauges, tubing, and a few little glass bottles of whatever glowing stuff inventors use. Now I'll add in our next invention, the steam-powered rocket ship. It's a beautifully overbuilt machine made of wooden barrel at the base, great pieces to act as extra durable metal for the thrusters, and all for a chance to reach the final frontier of outer space. To finish it all off, we'll drop in the inventor himself, steam-powered wrench in hand, ready to break at least 6 or 7 safety codes. But who's counting? And just like that, we've got our completed steampunk lab set built in just 27 minutes, and we're ready to launch. At least no one saw that, right?
Huh?
I spoke too soon because the next figure is the Astronomer Kid. This kid is awesome. He's got poofy hair, a rocket ship shirt, and the first ever prosthetic arm for a minifigure in LEGO history, that I know of anyway. Also, the telescope is easy to build and ready to track the stars or failed rocket launches. Anyway, I got this really cool star piece that I want to use for this set. Let's see if we can make a super cool backyard stargazing set. So I'll start with the black bricks for the background to make a night sky, but we need to add some stars, so I put in a few snot pieces to add a couple of white studs, along with a special star piece to make a giant constellation or shooting star, and it looks pretty good. Next, I'll use some green regular and slope bricks to make a hill for the minifigure to stargaze from. And I can't forget to make a dirt path for him to hike up. I'll grab my bag of plants and add a tree and a couple of bushes to fill the empty spaces next to the hill. Finally, I add in the Astronomer Kid with the telescope ready to check out the never-ending expanse of space. Although it doesn't seem like there's much, this stargazing set is perfect for the minifigure. And the best part? Just take out your flashlight and hold it right over the star for a bit and turn off the lights. This is actually a glow-in-the-dark star, and it is perfect. Luckily, this set only took 37 minutes to build. Now, with 6 minifigure sets complete, we're halfway through our challenge. Next up, we have the Pterodactyl costume fan. I believe this is the first time LEGO has ever made minifigures with wings, so that's pretty cool. The giant dino headpiece is sick as well, so let's build a nest in the sky for our minifigure to live out her dreams. And what better way to start this custom set than to start up in the air? So I grabbed a blue base plate and a sky blue back wall. Next, I started building the nest using a bunch of brown pieces because it's a nest. I started building the base to make it look like it's floating high up and added some arch pieces in the back to give it some tree branches growing through the nest. But giant extinct flying reptiles aren't exactly interior designers, so I made the nest a bit messy with some leaves and twigs. And then an adult pterodactyl moved in and landed on the branch. I also found some eggs and bones and added our pterodactyl fan herself. And just like that, we have a brand new sky nest set. It only took 21 minutes, but why is that egg making noise? Wait a second, is it hatching?
Hello?
What? Is that a hamster? Oh, it's actually our next minifigure, the hamster costume fan. Just like the pterodactyl fan, this minifigure is fully committed to the look. It's got golden brown fur, pink hands, little toe beans, and a helmet shaped like a giant hamster head. It's adorable, but slightly cursed. And obviously, every hamster needs a few things in their cage, like a hamster wheel, a place to sleep, healthy snacks, and water to drink. So let's begin. I start with a yellow base plate for that warm, bright, slightly rodent-friendly wood chip feeling. Then I grab a gray grill plate as a cage door. I attach it to a snot brick to the top and then wedge the bottom between the studs. It's technically an illegal building technique, but we don't really want our hamster escaping. Now for the exercise wheel. I grab some circular plates and macaroni pieces, which do look like mac and cheese, and yes, I'm hungry now. I alternate the gray and white and yellow colors around the curve, connect it to a spinning plate, and boom, we've got ourselves a working hamster wheel. Next up is bedtime. This hamster fan definitely doesn't like sleeping on the wood chips, so I built a raised bed using brown and tan bricks, added a ladder, covered it with a big golden leaf piece, and it's a deluxe hay blanket. For the finishing touches, I built a drinking tube out of transparent blue cylinders, dropped in a couple of food bowls, and scattered some loose studs around to simulate shredded bedding. And that's it, our LEGO hamster cage set is complete. Done in just 22 minutes, and it's 100% adorable. Let's see if that hamster wheel works. Oh. It's gotta hurt. Sleep it off, pal. And as our hamster fan drifts off to sleep, we drift off into the dreams and find ourselves in another room. This is the plush toy collector. She's got purple pajamas, pink hair, and a whole squad of mini plushies. Honestly, it looks like she hasn't left her bedroom in 3 weeks, so that's exactly what we're building. A cozy, plushie-filled bedroom she never has to leave. We'll start with a light purple base plate and then grab a bunch of pink, purple, and white bricks to start shaping out the walls. For the bed, I pop in a half circle plate on the floor and then a really fun headboard. I'll toss in some pink studs, a purple plate, and layer pink and white tiles for a blanket. Then top it off with a fluffy pillow. I'll add in a small table for a tea set. And now for the most important part, the plushie collection itself. I grabbed some extra things I had laying around, like Bacon the Minecraft pig, Olaf from Frozen, a cute little puppy that we'll call Biscuit, a squirrel named Gus, obviously, and of course, the dog of wisdom. I built a little pink storage area with some railings and carefully placed them all in their little bed. To be honest, you can never have enough stuffies, and just like that, we've got a cozy bedroom set for our plush toy collector. This one took 40 minutes to complete, which is pretty cool. And now there's only 3 minifigures left. We built some pretty amazing sets, but let's see who's next. It's the cat lover minifigure, rocking a knit print cat sweater, pants covered in fur, and even comes with a cat and ball of yarn. I mean, who wouldn't be smiling if you had a kitty cat in your lap? Unless you're allergic or something. Or if playtime got a little bit out of hand. You've gotta love minifigures that have 2 different faces printed on them. But let's be honest though, we're building a set for this cat, not the minifigure. So we're gonna make a living room fit for a love cat and their slightly abused owner. I'm gonna start with a light yellow base plate and some white bricks for the back wall, plus a big window to let the warm sunshine in, because cats need their sun baths. I grab a few of the cylinder bricks and brown plates to make a custom cat tree. I'll even add in this tooth plate comb as a scratching post, and repurpose a whip accessory as the ultimate cat dingly toy. I just made that word up, dingly. It's a fun word. And with the cat handle, let's take care of the poor minifigure. I find that these light green bricks build a nice recliner that actually swivels. There's extra bonus points for functionality here. I toss in a couple of rugs and add a bookshelf that's slowly being overtaken by cat toys. And I mean, when there's one cat, we might as well add in a second kitten. Finally, I place our cat lover into the throne of comfort, and it's a chill little living room setup that only took 31 minutes to complete. Honestly, I could see myself hanging out here. Maybe I spoke too soon. Someday they'll grow to love each other. And speaking of love, we're moving on to the symbol of love, Cupid. This minifigure looks so cool. He's got the golden hair, a printed toga, wings, and a bow that shoots love arrows. Now, I could make a giant cloud for Cupid to chill on, but it feels a bit like cheating, so I gotta step it up a bit. We've only got 1 minifigure left after this, so let's make this one nice. What does Cupid do? Well, he helps people fall in love. So we're gonna make a set where Cupid is working his magic on a couple of minifigures in a park. I'll start with a green base plate and grab a ton of blue and green bricks to build up a sky and a grassy hillside. The Cupid minifigure came with these cool cloud-shaped pieces, so I attach him to the sky using a couple of snot bricks to hold him up. And every park needs a sidewalk, so I'll use these gray flat plates to make one spanning across the entire base plate. Next, I grab some brown bricks, some plates, and a fence piece to make a park bench for our minifigures to sit on along the black and transparent pieces here, making a lamppost. I'll throw in some flowers, leaves, and a trash can to add a little detail to the park. Now for the most important part, adding Cupid himself. Since he flies using his wings, I wanted to use a piece that makes him look like he's mid-flight. The only piece that I have is this handy transparent rod, so I propped him up and placed Cupid right on top. Lastly, we have his targets. I mean, the minifigures he's planning to make fall in love.
Yeah, boy.
Aw, young love. And that's our Cupid park set. Only took 32 minutes to build. Wait, what was that? The blur that just cruised past our lovebirds. Oh, that's our next minifigure, the longboarder. She's got printed jeans, a casual hoodie, windswept hair, and a really cool longboard. This girl lives in a permanent skate montage, so we're building her a custom skate park. I'll start with a gray base plate and a white background wall. Next, I'll create a sidewalk ramp for our longboarder to ride on. Then I'll piece together a grind rail using some Technic pieces and attach that behind the sidewalk. I'll be honest, I really like the look of the black and white tiled floors, so I added those to complete the ground. Then I tossed in a trash can, some spray paint bottles, an extra skateboard. Now that back wall obviously needs some colorful graffiti, so I printed out some artwork like this one that reminds you to subscribe to this channel, a minifigure skull, and a painted Lego logo. And now, I give her minifigure an energy drink and let her cook. And just like that, our Skate Plaza set is done. It took me only 29 minutes to build, and this is easily one of the chillest set in the series. So that, my friends, is all 12 custom sets for Series 27 Mystery Minifigures. I hope you enjoyed these builds. They were a lot of fun, and tell me in the comments below which one was your favorite. Also, you should definitely check out this video clicked right here, and make sure you subscribe to this channel.